What made the store's vigilante go from demanding my arrest to begging for mercy in 60 seconds? I'm at Walmart picking up my seizure medication when my service dog Ranger starts his alert behavior, pressing his body against my leg and whining that specific pitch that means I have maybe 30 seconds before my brain decides to throw its own personal lightning storm in the form of a seizure. I'm trying to get to this chair off to the side, but this woman starts shrieking, "Fake! That's a fake service dog." And before I can even process what's happening, she's grabbing Ranger's vest with both hands, yanking him away from me. "Ma'am, stop. He's alerting to," but she shoves me hard, really hard, and I'm already unsteady from the pre-seizure aura, so I go down like a sack of rocks, my head cracking against the metal bench armrest with this wet sound that makes everyone around us gasp. Blood immediately starts pooling under my head, and Ranger's trying to get to me, but she's still holding his vest, and I can't tell if it's the seizure starting to take hold or the blood loss, but my vision starts fracturing at the edges. Now this lady is literally standing over me, still gripping my dog, telling the gathering crowd, "She's faking. This is all an act." I've seen the YouTube videos about service dog fraud. However, I'm on the ground bleeding and starting to convulse. Ranger manages to break free and tries to position himself under my head like he's trained, but then this bitch kicks him. Her pointed boot catches him in the ribs, making him yelp. "Someone call 911!" she screams at the crowd as she goes for another kick at Ranger. The seizure's taking over now, my body jerking uncontrollably, and she keeps blocking Ranger each time he tries to help. Two security guards show up and she immediately starts her performance. This woman attacked me when I questioned her about her fake service dog. I'm a nurse and that's not a real seizure, I've seen real ones. The younger guard looks uncertain, kneeling next to me, but the older one is nodding along with her story, and she's showing him something on her phone about how to spot fake service dogs, listing all the ways Ranger doesn't match her Facebook infographic. My consciousness is slipping in and out. I can't speak, can't defend myself, just jerking on the cold floor as she tells everyone how I probably bought the vest on Amazon, how real disabled people don't shop alone, how she's going to make sure I'm prosecuted for fraud. Ranger keeps attempting his trained response and she blocks him with her leg each time, saying, "See, a real service dog wouldn't act so frantic." And I want to scream that he's frantic because you're preventing him from doing his job, but my mouth won't work. Nothing works. I can hear her calling 911 herself, telling them about a woman pretending to have seizures who assaulted her in the store, describing me as aggressive and unstable, saying she fears for her safety. The police arrive with EMTs and the lead officer takes one look at me and his whole demeanor changes, his eyes going wide with recognition. Holy shit. I almost laugh at the luck. He was the officer called last time I had to deal with someone who mistreated my service dog. He leans over and whispers something to his partner, who responds by bursting out laughing, explaining to him exactly what happens when someone messes with me. The first officer drops down next to me immediately, then turns to the woman who's still holding Ranger's vest. "Ma'am, you need to step away from that dog immediately. I know for a personal fact that this woman prosecutes hate crimes and disability rights violations. She's literally the person who sends people to prison for exactly what you're doing right now." The woman's face drains of color so fast I'd worry about her having a medical event if I wasn't, actually having one myself. The officer continues, his voice carrying that cop tone that makes everyone shut up and listen. "I spotted at least 2 security cameras in the area just walking in. You're on tape stopping a service dog from helping during an active medical alert. Not to mention I have a feeling she didn't just fall and hit herself on the head." The woman starts stammering about fraud and fake dogs, but the officer cuts her off. "Turn around and put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest." The crowd that had been listening to her is now filming her arrest, and someone says, "Is that blood on her shoe from kicking the dog?" Now suddenly everyone's providing witness statements to the other officers. I personally made sure everything got filed and got her nursing license permanently revoked once I sent the footage of her to the hospital she works at. She's convicted on all charges. Ranger needed 2 months of bed rest for his broken ribs and 2 weeks of retraining because he developed anxiety about people grabbing his vest, but he's doing great now. Though he side-eyes every middle-aged woman with an asymmetric bob, which honestly, same.